Kwara State protesters barricaded major roads and the government house in Ilorin. They want the dissolution of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad to be legislated by the National Assembly.
Governors of state are sitting back at the comfort of their houses. They are not coming out to address anybody. And you want us to stay back at home? No, we will not. We are not acknowledging that until we end police brutality and we transform the entire Nigerian police force. We will not stop. We don't want to just tell us, okay, we dissolved them. After the solution here, what else? You have to take the process of making sure that these people don't have access to guns. Some of these people are not psychologically okay. They don't have emotional intelligence training.
And from Akura to Imo, where protesters blocked the government house roundabout in Owerri, causing a gridlock in the capital city. Some of them carrying placards with different inscriptions called for an end to brutality and human rights violations, while others commended the action of the Inspector General of Police.
SARS is not supposed to be on the road. Are you supposed to be on the road molesting citizens who have iPhones? Are you supposed to be on the road molesting citizens who drive flashy cars? Or because I dye my hair, or because I carry dreadlocks, then you're going to arrest me? And not that you arrest me and charge me. What are you charging me for? You don't charge citizens. You only arrest, push them to a corner. At some rare cases, actually, you only end up extortion.
And residents in Enugu also trooped out to share their personal experiences, asking for a reformation of the entire police force.
I was arrested because I picked passengers on the way. The company owed me 4 months' salary. I picked passengers to take care of my family. On the way, when dropping them, I was attacked by robbers, running to the station to report. The policemen turned and told me that I'm a suspect. They detained me in the first station for 8 days. The company came and claimed their car and left me in the station. Secondly, after 1 month, they came back again and said that they want to suffer me for picking passengers on the way. For that, they changed the case to robbery suspect and took me to SARS. I spent 14 days. After 14 days, I was buried with some of 30,000 naira. Even the money that they were owing me, nobody gave it to me up till now.
SARS have turned this country to another thing. As I'm talking to you, SARS is using POX.
Here in Nigeria, SARS they usually see us are not coming artists like we are criminals. Sometimes, like before I dropped my second track, I was carrying dread. So my dreadlock, they backed me because they said that why should I carry dread? That dread is not the one singing, that is me, something like that. So because there's no money. So had it been I've made this or my song isn't popular like that, they can't see me on the road and stop me asking me why I carry dreads.
And some residents in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, are a bit skeptical, citing previous unsuccessful attempts to ban the unit.
The police officers who constituted the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, otherwise known as SARS, they are still in the police force. So it brings us back to the question of content of character, meaning it wasn't the nomenclature SARS that was the problem. It was the content of character of the police officers deployed to that unit of the police force that was the problem. The first compensation is to ensure that the police officers who are guilty are brought to book and are made public.
What I think a responsible and responsive management of the police hierarchy should do is to begin a very deep, conscious and deliberate effort in terms of reorienting their servicemen. I think that the IG should be commended, but beyond the commendation, I think that it needs to reassure Nigerians that we should still have our confidence in the Nigerian police. And by so doing, there must be this conscious effort to ensure that every case that happens either by error or deliberately, the consequences must be applied.
Banning the SARS itself does not solve the problem entirely, because we still have issues of people that have been maimed, some that have been killed, families that cannot recover that even if you have banned the EndSARS. How do they get final justice? We still want them to come out with proper, well-trained personnel to deal with issues of criminality, because there is no society without crime. and we will not want to leave the society to be free for all. But we should have personnel that will be well trained to deal with issues according to the rules of engagement.